Another edition of Xperience Sessions right here on indigomusic.com. I'm Rohit, and joining me right now are the band members of Last Minute India. Guys, welcome to indigomusic.com.
Hello, hi, thank you.
Now, Subodh and Abdul, you guys are called, there are more band members, but since you guys are here, I want to know why the name Last Minute India?
Okay, so this is like a frequently asked question for us.
Right.
And so initially when we were playing a lot of college festivals, we didn't have a name. So we used to just go and play. And when they used to ask us on stage that, what are you called? We are like, we don't have a name. And we just decided this after winning like 3 consecutive college festivals in a row. We are like, we need a name. And we were backstage.
Okay.
So I'm like, just decide a name so that we can say, it's not good. So it was they were calling us on stage and we didn't have a name. And we are like, last minute, we need to decide something. So we just one of the band members said, last minute sounds cool. And all the things that we do happen on the very last minute, and
all the good and the bad.
Good and the bad things. So yeah, last minute.
Last Minute India. Now you guys are, a band that's kind of Hindi alternative and a pop rock band. How did you actually, combine Hindustani classical with Western rock music?
I think Abdul here is more of a Sufi classical guy.
Right.
And he is like classically trained. He comes from like this gharana and all.
Right.
Okay? So he had classical backbone. And we had Austin, the guitarist that shreds solos and all. He I saw him playing in a church.
Right.
So he was like shredding on blues and stuff like that on a church. And the other guitarist was from a metal band.
Okay.
And I used to listen to a lot of Bollywood and, old school rock. So things just fall in like right places.
Yeah.
And I think that's how we just implemented, we used to just jam. We used to just play something and this guy used to do his thing and we just used to inculcate it.
Yeah, it's just like the mixture
Right.
Of like all the members. Yeah.
I think all of you came together and since you mentioned the guy from metal band and another guitarist from a church, and then Abdul being the Sufi background, I think it's a perfect mixture where you guys made it work. A lot of them can't make it work, but you guys did make it work. And is there any particular band or an artist that you guys look up to?
Not one. You name one, I'll name one. Actually, this guy listens to a lot of folk studio.
Okay.
And with me, it's like I listen to a lot of bands. Like I used to listen to all these South Indian bands, Avial,
Right.
and Bridge, and the recent that we were in love with from the past few years was definitely the Local Trains.
Okay.
And that the pop and Sufi lyrics and all those things that used to happen.
Yeah.
So I think a mixture of these things. Plus, we do listen to Bollywood. So it's mixture of good Bollywood music that is
Right.
there.
Good ones. Yeah. That we should be specific. Good ones.
We just thought every time they used to ask us a question about why do you want to stick to indie. We are like we don't want to stick to indie. We
Yeah.
are just making Hindi songs that anyone in the country, anyone can listen to.
Correct.
It's not about it's not about like that. So it's a song.
You're basically not catering to a particular region, but you're catering to everybody who's an Indian and who wants to listen to.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. Now your new song, it's called Yadein. What is the song all about?
This is about that first heartbreak.
Right.
It's very cliched. So
Whose
this song was
heartbreak?
written
Whose heartbreak? Abdul's or yours or any other? Oh, yours. All right. Okay.
I write songs to the band. That is the songs that are out.
Right.
I write the songs and I play the bass.
Right.
So this song was the first draft or whatever you can say was done in the initial days of the band back in 2014. Okay. So we released all the new songs first. And this was a song that we used to play in all the college festivals. So it was a bit, people used to like it in the college circle. Mumbai, Bangalore, and stuff like that. And that was when I like college relationships
Yeah.
and things like that. So that was the first heartbreak that you always have in mind because you learn a lot from that. Like, you know, somewhere or the other, whenever you get involved in other relationships, you have a backstory of that.
Right.
So I think that is the song all about. It revolves around like your relationship terms and like that. Yeah.
Right. And what's next in the pipeline for Last Minute India? Is there a new album, new single?
Yeah, absolutely. Like we are gonna release more 2 or 3 songs, I guess. 3 songs, na?
3 songs.
Yeah.
But these are from the album. So we have announced the album. We have released the title track of the album.
Right.
That is on Spotify and most streamed song for us.
Oh, fantastic. Congratulations.
Yeah. And that was we were recently a Spotify's radar artist for April.
Right.
The whole April. And we are planning to release, I think, three more songs to complete the album.
Okay.
Yeah.
And planning like a small
By this year.
Planning like a small tour in 5 cities, and that is in process. Like the venues are being like booked and stuff. Like
I
that.
mean, with you guys, it's going to anyway happen in the last minute. So for you guys, it's like last minute. It's going to happen like this.
I just hope so. Like pretty nervous. Like you get nervous when you want to play in different cities. For example, it's Bombay, right?
Right.
So when we are playing Bombay, it's comfortable because you know people will buy tickets and they'll come.
Yeah.
Like new listeners will come. We are just experiencing that paradigm shift. Like
Okay.
you know that shift where earlier you call your friends to the shows. Like please come or whatever. Like put your poster.
Yeah.
Now we are seeing random people, complete strangers from different cities. Like we just played in Pune. We played in Bombay. We played somewhere outskirts of Bombay, and there were people turning out, seeing the Instagram post.
Okay.
So still nervous. Like you never know how it's gonna be, but yeah, you have to spread our music. So
Have you guys ever played in Bangalore?
we are playing in Bangalore Friday on like June or July something
Okay.
at Fandom.
I had Fandom, Gillies. Yeah. That's a fantastic place. Yeah.
We have played in Bangalore, right?
We have played in Bangalore. We have done a tour in Bangalore.
Oh, right. And how do you think the people received you guys in Bangalore?
So I'll tell you one thing honestly, that I think now after the lockdown, we have got a lot of listeners. Like we have around 140,000 listeners on only Spotify.
Right.
And earlier we had like a small bunch of people. So we played at Strawberry Fields
Okay.
at College Fest. We played 2 other college festivals like M-Fest and something like that. We won M-Fest Bangalore.
Oh, fantastic.
And-
Okay.
And we played in Opus and other 2 clubs. Like
Oh.
there were 2 other clubs also.
Right.
So it was a very niche audience, you can say, like that actually used to listen or just got a referral from their friend or something. But College Fest was a very good experience. Like you have listeners, man. Like you have good people there who will listen. So what happened is we just played 3 songs, and for the consecutive 3-4 days we were being tagged about that we love this original, and they turned out for Spotify.
Right.
So good listeners, you can say. Like that's what I've noticed about Bangalore. We just played like around 5 shows, but they turn up.
Yeah.
And even if they don't know you, they'll listen to you, and they'll try to interpret it. That's a very good thing.
Right. Well, guys, fantastic talking to you, and hope to see you soon in Bangalore performing. And all the best with your future releases, and keep making great music.
Thank you so much. Man. Thank you
Take
so
care,
much for
guys.
having me.